What's up, everybody? Clint Esposito here with another Clint Esposito show. This time you guys, can you see anything? Yes, you can. All right, there you go. We're just going to go over Atlanta. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what to do with my hands. No, so we're going to go over the track map for Atlanta and the entry list and jazz like that. So here we go. Track map first. Okay, so we know that it's not at the Mercedes-Benz Dome or whatever. It's at Atlanta Motor Speedway, so we're going Speedway style. So it's a much longer track. It's kind of Daytona-esque, dare I say that. But a couple sand sections. They got two sand sections here because Georgia is known for sand. Joking. So let's see what we got. Long straightaway, start straight. Maybe long, maybe not that long. Left-hander, rhythm section, over the tunnel, little straight. Right-hander, another rhythm section on step on, step off right in the middle there. A sweeping right-hander. Then you go to a big double, hairpin right, kind of a sweeping little left deal into kind of like maybe triple, and then that's weird because that straightaway actually like kind of meanders left and then comes back right. They're like 45s maybe during the rhythm section. Then you go under the tunnel and you got a little sandy zigzag back across start straight. Then let's see. You kind of jump into the other sand section, which is always a good idea. These sand sections are going to be interesting this time because so you jump into this sand section, then it's still got a 45 in it. 45's out. Looks like a little jump onto an elevated right-hander. Double into another. Is that a rhythm section? I think you're going to double probably 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe quad. Then another rhythm section coming out of that. Is that just a rhythm section there? Yeah. And then rhythm section, whoop section, onto the start straight backwards, right-hander, hairpin 180, back into another whoop section. This is definitely the strangest track that they've made, I think. Then step on, step off, little rhythm, finish line, double deal. So, yeah, definitely the most interesting track map they've done. A lot of like 45s, a lot of just like kind of, not tight turns, and two sand sections. Here's the other thing. I mean, I don't know what the weather is down there. Let's look up Atlanta weather for the week. 10-day Atlanta forecast. Let's see. Ooh, Thursday, rain. 79% chance. Thursday night, rain, or 79% chance again. So, Friday, thunderstorms. Saturday, partly cloudy. So even if it doesn't rain on Saturday, if there's a marginal risk of severe weather today. Let's just read it. Thursday, overcast with rain showers at times, high 66. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour, chance of rain 80%. Thunderstorms likely this evening, then a chance of scattered thunderstorms overnight, low 58. Winds east-southeast 10 to 15 miles per hour, chance of rain 80%. So the reason that I'm looking at this is because this is going to dictate the condition of the track with it being open air. At Atlanta or Georgia, red clay can go from slicker than owl shit to concrete hard, depending on the conditions. So with this rain, I'm going to say, even if it's, again, I don't know, they'll probably try and cover it, but I would assume just with the fact that there being moisture, you're probably going to be a little bit towards the wet side versus being like Blue Groove, super hard and dry, because, that's how red clay gets if it gets wet. Or, sorry, if it gets dry. My course in the summer, if we didn't get rain, it would just get like literally blue grooved. You could cut the faces of the jumps and never touch them again all summer. So, with this weather, though, I say it's probably going to get a little bit softer and a little bit, I don't even think slick necessarily. The clay goes from very slick to it starts to get dry and clumpy to, really ruddy. So I would say they're going to cover it, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to be direct water probably on it, so I don't see it being slick. I see it developing lines and ruts and stuff like that, as long as they get some weather. So we'll see. We know the weather people don't know what they're talking about. All right, so let's go. Actually, so let's go to some events happening down there. I know, so I'm assuming, and I don't know this for sure, but I assume that Friday night you're going to have the DMXS pre-party at Tongue and Groove. That would be my guess. I don't know, I haven't seen any advertisements for it yet, but it's only happened the last like 20 years. So I don't see why this year would be any different. So Tongue and Groove's up in Buckhead. It's a fun club. The staff is on point, and you'll see all kinds of supercross people there. Problem is they don't do an after party there because it's kind of a little bit far away from the stadium. So that's why, especially now being in the Speedway, I think it would probably be even further, because Speedway is it's outside of Atlanta, but I don't remember. I think it's south of Atlanta. Buckhead's like North Atlanta. Don't quote me on any of this, because I do, like I said, I do not remember exactly. But so Sunday after the race, there's going to be a charity ride at Jared's Place, which is a mountain bike park. You can actually get shuttles. Shuttles will be running from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're going to have food trucks and tunes. Okay, so there'll be raffles. I did hear from Jared himself that AP7, Aaron Plessinger, is going to be there. And can't think of his name. Josh Hill is going to be there as well. So that's pretty cool. And, obviously the DMXS guys, I would think, are going to be there. Bike demos, free flight bicycles, and brews from Gate City Brewery. That's good. And yeah, that's it. So the proceeds go to Wings for Life, which is a Red Bull organization to help with spinal cord injuries. So it's a good, not only is it sweet, I don't know of any other, I don't also mountain bike, but I don't know of any other mountain bike parks that you got shuttles and stuff like that. And I've been seeing they've been building stuff constantly, so it looks sick. Okay. That's Saturday. Go to Jared's Place on just Jared's Place, I think, online, or if you go on Instagram, find Jared's Place Bike Park. Maybe it's Jared's Place Bike Park is the website. I should have probably looked this up, but you guys know that I don't do this by now. Okay, 125. 125. It's like 20 years ago. 250 standings right now. Jet is leading. Oh, you guys can't even see the points on this thing at the moment. Watch this. Hold on. It's going to take longer. No, wrong side. All right. Hold on. Hold your horses. I got it. Boom. Okay. You can see the points now. Jet has 153 points. RJ Hampshire has 127. It also shows the plus minus a little bit further over, but I'm not going to screw with this more. So RJ is 26 points back. Jet seems to have this rounded up. Like both of the brothers seem to have them locked up. Cameron McAdoo's 52 points down. Levi Kitchens tied with 52 points down. Enzo Lopes is 53 points down. Mitchell Olderberg 54. Those guys are real tight. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. There could be some swapping. I'm assuming there's going to be because Cameron is out with a shoulder injury. So I would imagine Levi would move up into third, and maybe even probably these other two guys will pass him as well. Yeah, I would assume so. Mitchell Oldenburg, Pierce Brown, Max Voland, Cole Thompson, Derek Kelly. 250 East, they're not racing this weekend. Who cares? I will say, though, we'll get into that. Okay, 450s. Eli Tomac is winning by 7 points over Cooper Webb. Then Chase Sexton's 25 down. Ken Roxon's 57 down. Justin Barsha's 58. Justin Anderson, Jason Anderson, Aaron Plessinger, Christian Craig, AC, Justin Hill. That's awesome. Justin Hill is in 10th in the points after not racing for some years. So I would say that's definitely cool. Who's watching? What do you have to say for yourself? No. Joking. So how many more rounds do we have here? Let's see. Nope. Don't have that. Hold on. I need to go to the schedule. Okay. Atlanta, New Jersey, Nashville, Denver, Salt Lake. So we still got 1, 2, 3, 4. After this weekend. So 5 including this weekend. New Jersey, that's going to be hard packed. Although, fairly hard packed. Although you remember Eli had a hard time here. I think there was, I don't know, that was pretty close too. Nashville, I assume Nashville's dirt's going to be semi-similar to Atlanta's. Still a lot of clay there. Denver's pretty hard, plus the elevation's going to help Eli. And Utah, I'm not sure about elevation there, and that one's hard as well. And the only reason I talk about that is because it's like Cooper, Atlanta's going to be rough. Eli's good in rough stuff. He's good in pretty much a lot of conditions. I don't think any of the conditions are going to be like, oh, Eli sucks in that, so he's probably going to lose. I think I always go more so by what people feel like, and I feel like the way they talked about in the Cooper camp, the way they talked about last week, Glendale, like they were like, we're just trying to salvage points, this and that, and then he didn't do a very good job and he lost a bunch of points. 7, which is a fair amount to lose in a weekend, but given these two guys. I think confidence-wise, Eli's kind of got it right now. And there would have to be a big swing in momentum for me to think that all of a sudden Cooper's got his number. I don't think that's the case, and I think he's kind of, it's hard to count him out, but I just think going by the interviews and stuff with even Roger DeCoster and Cooper himself, and then the interviews with Tomac, Tomac seems very confident. He doesn't seem stressed about it. And now he's got a little bit of a buffer, and he's been beating Cooper consistently. He did have those couple of races where he kind of, the neck thing, and didn't he have one more before that? He felt like he had one more race before that, the neck thing that was like just off. So there was a couple of weeks that were off, but the only reason that doesn't bother me is because, like I said, the interviews with Eli last week, he seemed like he was back from the neck injuries and no reason to worry. Cooper, on the other hand, was like a little bit, I don't know. It is interesting. Next weekend is in New Jersey, which I'm going to be there. Anybody going to be in New Jersey for Supercross, hit me up. But that's a showdown, they're calling out. Can't say shootout, okay? But it's interesting to me they're doing it at MetLife, and then there's still 3 more rounds left after that, and they're just doing like an East-West combine instead of doing it at the finale. Or are they doing 2? But in any event, if they're doing 2, they're only 3 weeks apart. That seems, or 2 weeks apart. That seems really weird to me. But I don't make the schedules. So it looks like, foregoing any kind of injuries or crazy things happening to the Lawrence brothers, it looks like the Lawrence brothers are going to wrap up East and West Supercross championships. They've been dominant in everything so far, other than the Triple Crowns, although Jet just broke the Triple Crown curse, at least for himself. So I also don't think they need to win those every single event to win the championship. Obviously, most people do not win every event. So I would say those guys are probably going to win. I'm going to call, I know this is a bold prediction at this point in the series, but I'm going to call Eli probably to win the championship as well. So that's it, guys. You can stop watching. I've told you who's going to win everything. Okay? So that's it. YouTube, your stream will end shortly unless you restart. What the hell is going on here? Says I got kicked off. Open widget. Okay. Well, anyway, that's it for Atlanta. Go to the events. Have fun. Peace out.